Hello and welcome along to the first race of the season, everybody. The Rolex 2018 Australian Grand Prix. We have what I think is going to be a hell of a race today. Obviously in Albert Park today. Just a few stats for you. In F1 AC history, the Australian GP has only ever been won once from pole. That was in 2005. That's due to the undercut being so powerful, and Australia is extremely demanding on the tyres here, so keep an eye out, especially for people's front lifts, as they overheat so easily, so keep an eye for that. Starting grid for today then. Obviously, Red Bull's first ever 1-2. Charlie Gentleman takes his maiden pole position alongside long-time friend Jody Brooks. Adam Morel stunned for McLaren yesterday. He puts his McLaren into third, as DP is fourth for Force India. Todd Blake has an amazing qualifying for Williams. He's in fifth alongside Alex Mancinelli in sixth. Jenson Bolt does a great job for seventh in Haas. Dylan Allen takes a grid penalty and lines up in eighth. Jacob Ordonez did not set a valid lap. Starts the race in ninth with Agostino Bono at 10th. Alex Kaikera, who's being replaced today by Lucas, is 11th with the Haas in 12th. Manu Manikandan in 13th for Ferrari. Angel Aravallo for 14th for Renault. Eduardo is 15th for McLaren. 16th will be Noah Sparks for Toro Rosso. Richard Stein in 17th, and Giannis Kovamis for Sauber in 18th. Joining me today in the commentary box, we got Ronan, who's also doubling up on FIA duties. What are you thinking at the minute? We've got about 2 minutes till the race starts. What are you thinking? Do you think Red Bulls can pull it off? Do you think maybe D-Thief can have a go?
This is an interesting question because I'm not sure. Because turn one, it's basically flat out. Anything can go wrong in the first lap.
Yeah.
So it really depends what happens during the first lap. If everything is clean, nobody crashes, I think the Red Bulls can pull it off if they're coordinated. But if like a safety car happens or something else, virtual safety car or whatever, right? Then I think DG has a chance. So it really depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, I think as well, if you look at it, I think Adam Morel's got a really good chance in the McLaren, because obviously he's third. He gets the slipstream directly from CJ. He hangs it around turn one. There's a chance there for him to possibly take a position or two. But then you've got to look behind as well, because if Alex has an absolute screaming start, and he's really good at them, and remember as well, he's on the super soft tyre, because he didn't set a lap yesterday, there's a good chance that Alex could undercut everybody, or overcut them even. There's so much could play into the hands of everybody here. It's so exciting. We've got 40 seconds until the race starts now.
I just have to say something.
Yeah.
This grid is probably the best grid I've seen so far. Right?
I think it's so strong. If you look at half the lineups, they're really good.
I think just everything is gonna be unexpected from start to finish.
Yeah. 20 seconds. I'm actually on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for this. Giannis Kovamis will be starting from the back. Whether he might start from the pit lane because the lights are about to go. We got, I want to say 5 lights, but there's obviously 6 in Assetto Corsa. So everybody's getting ready. 6 lights are on. And it's all go in Australia. Charlie Jemison gets a very good start, but he's going to have to pressure James Brooks. There's already a massive crash into turn 1. I have no idea what happened there.
Oh my god! Big crashes.
I think that's going to be a safety car on lap 1. But James Brooks now leads. You got Todd Blaze in the Williams in second, followed by Alex in the Mercedes in third. That was.
Oh boy, this is chaotic. Okay.
Yeah, this is.
We might have to do a restart.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's red. It's red flag already.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, that's one way to start the season. Not the best, but we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, we'll have to reset the race.
Now everybody's gonna return to the pit lane in the grid order. We're just gonna see. There's Oh, I feel really bad. I've just noticed Richard Stein had a really good start. He got himself up to 5th at the start there. That
Yeah,
would have been...
Alex as well.
Yeah, Alex made up 2 places there. Obviously, Jogsy took the lead. That's so... Oh, that's so annoying.
And the Haas is in P7, yeah.
Mano had made his way up to 6th from 13th as well. Jensen Bolt and Dylan Allen both held position. It was quite a good start for quite a few people.
Yeah, we'll
That's
have
unfortunate.
We'll have to wait a bit.
I don't know what happened, but I just saw CJ went, like, I mean, literally through the fence. Which was
Apparently
really
he had
weird.
some technical difficulties.
Right, I think what we'll do... I think what we're going to do is probably server restart. They just see if that's actually possible. Well, this is a great start, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful start.
I'm going to set that to... Yeah, so obviously that lap won't count because we're going to have to restart it. So they'll start again from the grid. We will be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned, everybody.
Alright.
Right, everybody, we are back after a hectic start.
Yeah.
They're all back on the grid again. We've got another 2 minutes until the race starts. I have no idea who this camera's focused on, but CJ's just left. Yeah, it looked like more like a server-side issue or something there. I wasn't really sure because CJ went through the fence. Oh no, he is rejoining. Okay, so given what we saw there, let's take some. Have a look. What did we have? We had so the Mercedes were very, very good off the line. We saw the Red Bulls were relatively even. Williams had a very good start, so we now know those are the guys to watch out for in this, aren't they? My guy's dead. Oh well, it's just me, everybody.
I'm here.
Oh,
Wait,
right. You said nothing for a solid like 2 minutes.
I zoned out my bed.
I thought I was a schizophrenic. So, looking at what we've got, we have. Oh my god, there is no way we have a full grid. Oh my god, we've got a full grid. Every single person has cut. Why did they who started it?
What? Oh no. Who restarted the...
Well, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Mano.
And it wasn't me. I don't know who did it, so... We'll have to wait. So let's talk about the grid again because the 4 minutes pass. So
right. So
from top to finish,
I reckon if they can hang it together, because I've heard what the Red Bulls are trying to do strategy-wise, I reckon they might just be able to pull off this win. So I think CJ is going to be. CJ or Jogsy, I'm not sure which yet because I haven't seen race pace, I've only seen quali pace, but it obviously seems that CJ's got an advantage there. But that depends heavily on like a number of factors. We got the 2 Renaults had very good starts. Obviously D-Thief is a strategy master, if you don't know. Pulled off a he pretty much did, you know, what Red Bull did in Hungary in 2019? He did that in F1 AC a while ago, and it looked like it was never going to work, and he made it work. So, undercutting, overcutting, watch D-Thief for that. In terms of Adam Morel, obviously raw pace, he's got that. The Williams was looking like a rocket in a straight line, so they could be contenders for possibly, I'm being bold with this, they could be contenders for a podium, possibly. I genuinely...
with the Williams. So.
Yeah, I genuinely think that Todd Blaze could be on for a podium here. But then again, you've got so many people out of place. You've got if the Mercedes of Stein comes up to the back of the rear wing, it's game over for the Williams pretty much.
Hold on, you said Todd Blaze. Wait, you said Todd Blaze P5?
Yeah.
But Paul Sinner's P5. Hold on.
Oh, you did not.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Ain't that a problem?
Hold on. No, just very quick.
Can we fix that?
I don't think we can.
Oh boy.
Right, well, this changes a few things.
Yeah, we'll have to, Paulson is on super soft, so boy, this is not gonna go well. Alright, well, you know what? He might have a chance. Maybe he's just, you know...
He could, but then again, historically, we've seen Lucas has not had amazing pace because he's driving on controller.
Also, we have 2 controller people.
We have quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
So who are we looking at? The Haas has just joined. I'm trying to get... I'm going to see if I can get a little bit lower. I honestly think as well the Ferraris are going to be, like, instrumental in...
I mean, Jacob got like a P6 before he got his 4-grid place penalty.
Yeah.
So he was close to the podium, so he has pace. You know, Mano didn't join qualifying, so I don't know how good he is, but you know.
Well, I saw him racing D-Thief earlier, and I mean, millimetrically perfect is an understatement. So I reckon Mano is honestly on another level with his race craft. I really can't wait to see what he can do with that. We've got 50 seconds now until the green light.
Yeah, and just to make sure, like, most people are using hypersofts, but there are like 2 or 3 people are using super softs, and then the one person using ultra softs. So, you know, not super, you know, different tire setups, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. 30 seconds until the race start. Whether it's going to work or not, that's another question. I hope it does, because it definitely looks exciting last time. Right. The lights are on. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red lights for the second time. Lights out in Melbourne. D-Thief gets a dreadful start. As to the Red Bulls, they've both been jumped by Mancinelli and... Oh my god, also Canberra.
Oh boy. Manager career ended. Oh boy. Big crash, turn 1. Big crash.
I didn't catch it. No. Who was it?
So somebody hit Mano from the back, and then I think the 2 Hasses just got.
I don't think it was Ordonez. It wasn't Mano, because Ordonez is now down in 16th. Steins made his way up to 10th. Obviously, CJ's dropped all the way down to 5th. Then you got Alex D-Thief in 3rd. He's jumped like we predicted. D-Thief and Adam Morell genuinely getting the jump on the Red Bulls, but Jaden Brooks just holds the lead now, but only just, as Todd Blaze has just overtaken Richard Stein in the Mercedes. Then we've got Scott in the McLaren coming up behind him, as Angel Aravalo is now behind these 4. They're going to go 3 as... No, they're not. They're backed out as Reynolds just had to take to the grass there. Holds position against... As we got Forsaker in the wall, that's D-Thief. So much going on. As Mano as well. Yeah, that's going to be a safety car.
Yeah, safety car.
Yeah, there's a huge crash on that back straight there. So...
Alright.
So the...
Oh no, I'm having an issue. Fuck. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah, we've got another crash on the main straight.
I'm penalty locked for some reason. Okay, we're gonna have to do a virtual safety car.
They'll come around again.
Alright. Should have enough time to go.
So we've got several cars in the pits. We've got Stein in the pits. We've got Dylan Allen is in the pits. Agostino Bavona is in the pits. All I'm assuming for damage, D-Thief definitely is. What's D-Thief doing? Reversing down the pit. I don't think he changed the. I don't think he went to the correct tires. So we're riding on board with Jaden Brooks now. The question is, how does he now conduct this restart? Because if you look at it, he's currently in 1st, but if he doesn't fire these tyres up, he is instantly got a problem with the man behind him, Adam Morell, who had a stalling start in 2nd. Sorry, from 3rd even. He is now running 2nd. You got Red Bull of Jensen's got back up to 3rd. Safety car's waiting to pick up the leaders now in turn 2. Todd, as CJ's just dropped down the order. As CJ, What's going on here? CJ stopped. I don't think there's an engine note from that. There's no way he's had an engine failure. No, he hasn't. Okay, I was gonna say that's what a weird incident.
Oh no. Alright. Shit.
I'm just trying to figure out because Mano and Lucas both had yeah, CJ's going to come into the pits. I'm guessing that's damage for him. As Jogsy has also come into the pits, so that means that the McLaren now leads of... well, you got McLaren 1-3 at the minute with a Williams in the middle. So now all bunched up behind the safety car. This is very... the McLaren's on the ultra soft, so they didn't need to pit. I'm not sure about Scott, but... No, Scott was on the super soft, so the McLaren are now in a really, really strong position. Because they can extend, whereas all the others have had to pit. They've now lost track position on a track which is reasonably hard to overtake on. So there's the potential now for the McLarens to run away with this. But that all depends as well on the Williams of Todd Blaze. Because it could all go at the same time. If they don't heat up their tyres properly, this could go so wrong so quickly for them. But it depends on so many factors as well. Ordonez has got himself back up to 14th, as his Jemson's in 13th and Brooks in 10th. I'm assuming they had damage. I'm not sure what Jogsy would have got damage from, but guessing that that's going to be key factor. CJ stopped again on the track. I'm not sure what for this time.
Issues.
But Ordonez is now caught up to the back of the queue. I think we've so far from this race, we've lost Mano Kandam for Ferrari. We've lost.
Oh no.
We've lost Abdullah from this race as well. We've lost Bavona, I'm assuming. And it's just such a weird incident.
Yeah, I crashed.
The safety car period is ending, so it's now all on Adam Morel to control the pace. Now, the biggest question here is he going to go early, because he's got the Williams behind him, he's got a McLaren, and he's got the Renault of Angel Aravalo. He's going to have to pick his time very carefully. As we're coming around for what would be the beginning of the fourth lap, he doesn't have to adhere to the safety car line. He has now gone. So, he's gone too late. The Williams is going to pull alongside. Todd Blaze is going to try down the inside for a move. Todd Blaze takes the lead of the race. Behind Scott is also probably going to have a go at Morel here. No, he doesn't, but Aravalo is going to have a go at Scott. Down the round, the outside at turn 3. Is he going to make it stick? No, he isn't. I don't think he sees the inside, but he's not going to make that one stick. As Stein has got past his teammate Alex Mancinelli, he goes off the track in doing so. Then you got Jim Brooks gets past the Toro Rosso. He's now on his way to try and make up the places he's just lost from pitting under that safety car. Then he's got Mercedes to deal with now. He's gonna try again into the chicane. Is he gonna make it? I think that was almost contact with Mancinelli, but I don't think he does. He's going to try again down the inside. He gets cut off. I need to take a breath. There's so many incidents going on right now. There's so many place changes. As Jensen's now just got past the Toro Rosso of Hetner, or no Sparks. So it's the Red Bulls have possibly thrown it all away at the start there. I'm not sure why Brooks pit yet. But we still have Blaze in the lead of the race. He comes around to finish the first non-safety car affected lap. Oh, and breathe.
We have a crash between Jacob Ordonez and one of the Haas cars, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a reserve for Haas, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Staspar, I think that's it. Yeah, Staspar.
Yeah. So Ordonez is back down again. Whether he's gonna have to pit again is another question. Is Allen's just been in a yellow flag? I think he spun at turn 1. I just saw that on his timing board. I'm not sure what happened. But D-Thief is now in the pits as Jim Brooks gets past the Haas of Jenson Bolt, as does Alex, and possibly CJ as well. Yes, he does. So Jenson Bolt has just gone from 6th to 9th in the space of a few corners. I wonder if he's got any damage, but he's going to try to come back at the Red Bull, is he? No, he's not. So that's... I don't know what happened there, but Bolt's just dropped it there. He's now going to be under pressure from Toro Rosso with no sparks. So we'll keep an eye on his pace.
Another collision between Ordonez. I'm going to have to check this out. Hold on.
Because I think Max Wilson, who's the reserve for Haas, I think he's under investigation now for a collision. See, Jogsy's gonna come around to finish this lap. Now, the question is, it's looking fairly even, but is Jogsy gonna be able to... Because obviously DRS is now enabled. Whether he's gonna be able to have a go at the Mercedes, no he's not. But he might get another go down here. DRS assisted, but Alex has got it as well, but he's gonna try down the inside. And he makes the move stick unless Stein can fight back. I don't think he can. Jim Brooks is back up to 5th in the space of, I think, what is that, 3 laps? And he's now going to set after Aravalo, see how Todd Blaze is doing. I think they're going into, they're going to be looking after the tyres now, because obviously Blaze is on Hypersofts.
Look between Alex and CJ, they're very close to each other.
Let me hold on. Oh, yeah, see, Alex has just had a massive snap coming out of the corner. CJ's going to be all over him. Obviously, both on the same tyres, so this is just raw pace against raw pace, as there's no way. No, CJ, Alex went wide, so CJ's through now. CJ is into 6th, as I think Scott's just been overtaken by Brooks.
Big question, Alex crashed with...
I just caught the end of that, and it... Oh. Just give me a second, I'm going to try to fix this.
Alright, this is a problem.
Oh my god, the whole game crashed as well. Again.
Oh no.
Be back in 2 seconds, everybody.
So many.
Right, we're back, everybody. Of course, the game doesn't want to acknowledge that. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Right. You saying, Ronan?
So
Lane
far,
still leading.
yeah, but CJ was way faster than Aravello. Oh, we had a crash, I think. Sure. No, just a bump. All right. So basically P4 and P5 and P6 are right behind each other, right? So like at any moment, anybody can take over anybody, right?
Oh,
and
yeah,
CJ just took
and they're
over
going to go 3 wide. They're going to go 3
same.
wide. And
Oh,
CJ's gone
went
off the
wide.
track. He's just messed that up. But that means a runner's through now on CJ. So she holds 4. But then you got Aravallo and CJ coming up behind them. As the runner spins.
Aravello spun.
He's run again.
Oh,
So CJ's passed. Aravallo spun. So he's now, he's coming into the pits. I don't know whether that was from damage. But that now also promotes Stein up to 6th. As Stein's going to have a go at CJ now, and I think he's going to get it. Yes, he does. So that's Richard Stein now into 5th place. For Mercedes, CJ's just gone wide there. I think that looks like some damage, because I remember I just saw it that CJ went really wide there. But I don't know whether that's because of damage or something, but that means, Aravallo's still in the pits, so I would guess that is some kind of damage there. But
yeah, he had some damage, I think, at the fronts.
Yeah, and I think D-Thief's just over undercut him. So, although he is on hyper, so how long D can go, that's another question. That we'll find out soon, I'm guessing, because they don't last too long, those tires.
And Ordinance just crashed on the street. I think I'll have to do
he has. He's going to have to get out of the way quick as well, because the leaders are going to come around soon. So
I think I have to do a safety car. A virtual safety car at least. Too many crashes.
No, he's got going again. So I think he's safe there. But that does mean now that Ordonez is about to be lapped if he can't pull away fast enough. I've just noticed as well, Jaden Brooks back up into 3rd on the ultra soft tyre. I wonder whether there's a chance that he can now take this race. Because we know he's one of the fastest in terms of raw pace. As see Ordonez just trying to get out of the way there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to let him go on the corners, yeah?
Yeah, there we go. But we're now on to lap 10 out of 38. It's only been 10 laps. But Brooks is now cruising up even to the Williams and the McLaren, which obviously inferior cars just generally. But then again, you've got Adam Morell, who's like Alonso in terms of his defense. And you got Todd Blaze, who his pace is looking really good right now. I wonder. And
Steven Hefner, by the way, just overtook a Haas.
Huh?
Their Toro Rosso was very quick. He just overtook a Haas.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. No sparks. Yeah, he's just got past. As
Yeah.
Now, whether he's going to be able to maintain that, because remember, this is his debut as well, and P7 on a debut would not be bad. So if he can hold that position, maybe even push a little bit higher if something goes wrong at the front. I think we've got a very exciting race in that respect. Is Brooks has just closed that gap from 1 second to 6/10 on the McLaren. I'm just trying to keep an eye on so many battles right now. Todd Blaze is 28.6 on that last lap, and Brooks did a 28.4. So this race is definitely not settled yet. Keep an eye on that. I'm trying to save my voice because those first 10 laps were crazy. As Stein is now coming up to the back of the McLaren here in the Mercedes. Is this going to be tough competition, do you think?
Yeah, so far the grid's just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, it's interesting to see how this will end.
Yeah. I just noticed Bolt and Dylan Allen are fighting quite close. I
think we had a crash.
Yeah, Dylan Allen crashed there at the exit of turn 2. I think he's got going again. But he's going to have to be very careful he doesn't get in the way of the racing... the Force India. I'm a time traveller. Yeah, and he's going to get in the way of his teammate now as well. Whether he lets him go or not, that's another question. Because obviously, I think he'll be carrying some kind of damage now as the McLaren's gone
Oh,
down to 6th as well.
had a crash. Yeah, Boyd had a crash.
Yeah, Scott went round to the long left-hander there. He's now going to be under pressure from Toro Rosso of Noah Sparks. And you remember 5 seconds ago when I said that it could go so wrong, and CJ's in the wall as well. I think the safety... There's been so many crashes yet. Yeah, there's been so many crashes, they've kind of obliged for that now. So the safety car is now out. So they're obliged to slow down now. So this is the second time, and Melbourne is always so heavy for, you know, that kind of safety car. Is the McLaren of Scott is now going to come into the pit. How fast can he get back out? The Haas of Jensen Ball also comes in. I wonder whether he's going to have to repair quite a lot of damage there, because I've just seen Dylan Allen was in yellow flags there. He's coming in as well.
Safety car is up.
So Scott is going to come out. He retains 6th place. I mean, Bolt's probably going to be about 7th as well. So safety car's going to pick them up at turn 2. They have to make sure as well, because if you think about it, they've got to make sure they've got enough fuel and they don't burn it behind the safety car. But at the same time, if you can manage that just right, if you can manage to get that fuel to, as Williams and is that, but yeah, also all of the top 3 have pitted. So Jane Brooks has just had to slow down to avoid the McLaren. I think he hit the wall there, so he's going to have to repair some damage now. Who comes out ahead? This is the biggest. This is quite. I'm going to move the camera. This looks very unprofessional, but it's huge. We're going to have to see. So Todd Blaze comes out first, then the McLaren, then Jane Brooks. So yeah, that's the order that they are going to come out to, exactly the same as they went in. That's very weird. The Williams just had to. Oh, it's because the safety car hadn't moved. So yeah, Todd Blaze is now behind the safety car. So told to spread out a little bit. I think that's all Dornes in the background. They probably will allow lapped cars through, but they'll wait a little bit first.
Yeah, this race so far is unexpected, to say the least. It is, you know.
Yeah, so there you go. Lap cars can go through, so that includes Jemson and Ordonez. So you can see trying to go through now. There's no way. How?
The screen froze.
Nice one. Okay, so Blaze is going to control the pace, while Ronan Mylander tries to get back to the front. Yeah, so the order is roughly the same, but then again, we've now got Stein in the mix for this race win. And obviously that Mercedes was looking mighty strong on pre-season testing. I wonder whether that's going to be a factor now, because as well, you got McLaren behind him, but Scott has looked so strong. It'll be interesting to see how this one unfolds. As Dornes and Jemson are now coming down the home straight. Obviously no DRS, so they've got to get round on, you know, pure pace rather than having that kind of drag reduction assist, if that makes sense. I think as soon as they are right, although it looks like yeah, Dylan Allen's closing up quite quickly. Alex should be coming behind them soon, and then Ordonez just needs to catch up, and Jemson, and then we're on lap 13. They're out of 38. This race is not over yet.
And the Haas just DNF'd.
Did it?
Yeah. just
Oh,
got
yeah.
news that
That's
DNF.
yeah, that's Max Wilson. He stopped all the way at one of the final few corners. I think that is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think he might have just blown up his engine.
I didn't mean to. Well, I've got a nice screenshot of a hash now.
A hash crashing. Oh. Yeah,
So I wonder whether that's going to prolong the safety car a little bit. I've just realised he's on the soft compound tyre. It would have been disqualified anyways.
As well? Oh boy.
So
Alright.
right, so leader is going to come back around again. As you left that way too late to try and pick them up.
I had a pin lock.
Should we just call the safety car in? Live
I
FIA
think we
chat,
should.
everybody. Okay, as soon as Ordonez is closed up, he's 32 seconds behind, but it shouldn't take him too long to come around the first few turns now, if you want to just get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm letting him pass.
Yeah, they've been given the go-ahead to overtake safety car. So as soon as they're caught up, who have we got bets on at the minute? So they're almost at 50% race distance. They're on lap 14 now. 50% would be 19 laps. There's pace in what seems to be pretty much everybody at the minute.
Everybody has, I guess you see the possibility to go further than they are now.
Yeah, everybody has the chance to go for a podium at the minute. Please don't take the mick out of me for that voice crack. Ordonez is going to catch up to the safety car line just about now. So they've just made it. So safety car is going to be in this lap, I believe.
Yeah. Seems that they're good now, so they can go.
So the Williams now controls the pace. The safety car will be in. So now the role is reversed because last time Todd Blaze overtook Adam Morrell. Now the question is Todd Blaze gonna get overtaken by Adam Morrell? As I think D-Thief's just dropped it as well.
I think you've had a big crash.
It doesn't look like it because it's only D that stops. He goes quite early, so Morrell is going to chase him, but he's not going to be anywhere near. As I've just noticed, Alex and Aravalo have just gone into the pits. Todd Blaze still leads. Is there any chance of Adam Morrell taking advantage of this opportunity? We'll have a look. There's quite a few cars in the pits actually.
This would be the bottom 5 or the bottom 4.
Yeah, it's the bottom 4 actually. So that's Mancinelli, Alan, Aravalo, and Thief all into the pits. Only 1 second separates the top 3. But whether because this would be biblical if Williams can take a win here, and it certainly looks likely if Adam Morrell is able to keep the Red Bull of Jaden Brooks behind him, but he's all over the rear wing of him. And obviously, no DRS yet, so they're not going to get much help down the straights until 2 laps later. And rather impressively as well, Jensen Bolt has held 6 from Charlie Jemison, who's in 7th. So that Haas is looking mighty strong as the Blaze has gone very wide into the last corner. It's going to be. You've got Adam Morrell, who's all over that rear wing of his now. He's going to get the slipstream. He won't have DRS, but he's going to have a look around the outside. Blaze is going to try and defend on the inside and just about manages. But this is now going to give Brooks a chance because they're going side by side there. They're pushing themselves all over the places. Morrell's going to try around the outside again, this time at turn 3, and I think there's contact. But Blaze just about holds it. The top 4 are now starting to separate themselves from kind of 5th, 6th, 7th. So possibly not as open a fight as we thought it would be, as they're still all over it. 6 tenths separates the top 3 now 5 tenths. As Brooks is going to have a go at Morelli goes wide, he breaks on the grass, he's going to have to take... no, he doesn't, he keeps it on the road. That now puts him vulnerable to Scott behind. we're going to keep an eye on Blaze because they're now 2 tenths, and if he can hold it through the chicane, DRS is enabled next lap, and if he can get it, this could be game over for Williams' hopes and dreams for a first win in the first race of the season.
Oh, CJ's on a flyer so far.
CJ's up to 6th now, and then you've got Stein in 5th. And Blaze does very well not to go wide this time. That makes it infinitely harder for Morel. We're riding on board now from the rear wing cam. See how fast Morel can close, if at all. You can see him gaining, but he's not going to have enough time to try through down into turn 1.
Oh, as Victor Brooks tries to overtake Rich's time in the first turn. Oh, and he doesn't do it.
I was going to say, he didn't look very close, and Morel's going to try again around the outside against Todd Blaze. Switches to the inside, but Blaze keeps the inside line for the next corner and just about holds him off, and they're so close.
They are literally bumper to bumper. It's the least because there's no bumpers.
Blaze is taken out!
He's just
Blaze. Morel now leads from Brooks, but Blaze is now into the gravel trap. He might be lucky to even come out 6th after that collision. I think he's just going to hold it. No, Jensen's going to have a go around the outside. That's awful for Blaze. So Blaze is now dropped to 5th. I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes 6th. As the fight for the lead has now obviously disappeared, as they had to take evasive action. It's about a second between Brooks and Morel. Now, whether they're going to be able to keep it together, you can't help but feel bad for Blaze. He did nothing wrong there from what I saw. I think he's going to have some real wing damage. Now, I'm just sticking with him because I want to see whether he's going to hold it out or not. He doesn't, so he's not going to pit for damage. I think Stein does come into the pits though. Yes, he does. So Stein's going to stop. I'm not sure what for, whether that's tyres or damage. I feel so bad for Todd Blaze. He could theoretically come back if there's another safety car, but that chance for a win is disappearing by the second. As I've just noticed, that gap that I said was 1 second is now 5 tenths, now 6 tenths through that corner. Obviously,
and he does not giving up. He is trying his hardest. Just he might just do it.
He could, yeah. And I'd be a little surprised, but only if Brooks is still there, because obviously him and as well Morel are looking like possibly more dominant in pace and free air.
He just went wide. I don't know if that's just some kind of
No, I don't think he did, because he hasn't lost too much time. There's Brooks is now got DRS. He's going to have a go for the lead. Is Jane Brooks about to have a corner redemption? Yes, he is. He swoops around the outside, retakes the lead for Red Bull. It's now Brooks from Morel. He goes wide again. He's going to have to push Morel and try and defend that position. Morel's going to try again around the outside. They make contact. And I think Morel's just going to keep it. But that does give... No, neither of them are going to use DRS because they drew across that line basically at the same point. Brooks is still in the lead. But Morel could now have a go down the outside. No, he doesn't. He's calm enough to try and give that a chance. But he does now have DRS, and that is some smart thinking from Adam Morel, who's now going to take back first as Jugsy switches to the inside. This is brilliant racing. Only a slight touch in the last corner. And they're going to come out of that corner first and second, but not in the order that Brooks is going to want. As you see, so it's currently McLaren Red Bull, but not for long as Brooks tries again and takes the lead. This is insane. I'm losing my voice.
Just a bit of an update on Blade. He is catching up to the top four.
Yeah, I've just noticed that you can see him in the background. So,
yeah.
Blade is, I think... The McLarens are taking each other out!
Double McLaren crash, oh boy.
It's just like it was in F1 in Season 1. I don't know whether this time it was Eduardo's fault. But, So it's now a Red Bull 1-2 with Blade on the Blaze on the podium. Can he make it a win? That's the question. I would dearly love for that to happen. But if not, he has so many other races he can try out. He's looking so strong at the minute. So that means the top three are now are now pretty much matched. As I think Alex has just overtaken the McLaren. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a breath. You saying?
I'm just, Bolt is P5.
That is true, it has, and I think CJ's going to have a go at Brooks as well now for the lead. Red Bull's fighting each other. We know how this ended up in Baku in real life, whether they're going to be able to keep it together here, because it's now pushing Blaze towards them, or rather it's pushing them back into the clutches of Blaze, because they're now running fairly close together.
I think the McLaren guys are going to have a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, Blaze is going to try down the inside on CJ. And I think he just about makes it. No, he doesn't. He's going to have to concede, but you will have the slipstream and DRS. But he's going to try around the outside here. He switches back to the inside. He thinks better of it. He's going to try again. I'm assuming down the straight. CJ goes wide, so that's going to give him an advantage. As I think Jogsy is now pulling a gap. He's now comfortably in third. The fight is now between second and third for the second place and as well the final podium spot. I think both deserve both places.
Alex Massinelli overtakes Bolt.
Yes, he does. That's Massinelli. As that, that's
crashed.
As well as Toro Rosso's. I think that's Noah Sparks. He's in the wall. He was doing quite well actually. So that's a shit. I'm just trying to get my bearings right now because see what time Alex does when he draws over the line. He's going to do a 28.8, which isn't enough to catch the leaders. But if the leaders have a little bit of a moment again, Alex is straight in there. So,
so Red Bull got back to places, which is surprising.
It's good, but it's not good if they take each other out, which they're so close, and Brooks is going to defend the inside. Obviously, no team orders at Red Bull, and they touch.
And he just takes them out.
But Blaze is now going to have a go as well, because CJ still leads. Jogsy is in the gravel trap. That's such a shame. But Blaze is now back in the chat. He's got 3/10 behind CJ. There's a good chance, because CJ won't have DRS now, and if Blaze has got a good enough exit, which I think he has, he's going to try down the inside. I think Todd Blaze has just taken the lead of the race again, everybody. So I think, just noticed as well, I think Aravalo and Brooks have just had another moment. Brooks is still down at that corner where they had the initial contact. I think Scott has just stopped, which promotes Stein to 9. Oh, I'm doing my best to keep up with everything. There's so much going on. You can see in the background there as well. As Blaze has just got off the track. I have not. Yeah, Blaze has just conceded. CJ takes the lead again.
He blundered.
I just saw that. I think there was a snap of overseer there on entry. I think that's just thrown him. But then again, CJ's now carrying damage from that contact with Jogsy. So whether he can now bring that back is something else.
Hold on, because I think CJ has been cutting a corner for a while now, and I have one twice. I'll have to check again.
I'm trying to get my breath back.
He just cut.
As CJ had a bad exit there, I've just realised Blaze is all over him. There's no way he's gonna try around the outside of the chicane. He doesn't. He thinks better of it. He's a smart man, because that would have ended in one of them DNFing.
Did CJ just cut that last corner, or am I wrong? Because he did go
I don't think he did. I'll have a look on the replay when we investigate after the session, but I don't think he did.
I'll have to review it. And he goes wide.
Yeah, he does. It blazes through. Again, another change of lead in the past 5 laps. There's been about 4 changes in the lead, and it's Blaze once again. But James is going to try again. Down the inside, is he? Yes, he is, but nothing doing there. These two, this is great racing, but they're so close. You cannot have another collision like they just did with Brooks. Just as I say that, there's Blaze straight off into the gravel trap. I would shout if I had my voice still. He just about makes it back on, but that's going to be, I would guess, rear wing damage for Blaze. So this now opens the door for Adam Morel. Oh, I think that's twice now. Morel's just had the worst, well, the best and the worst luck at the same time. But as you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice a certain silver car behind him. That's Alex Mancinelli, who is one of the only winners of Australia in this grid right now. He's cruising up behind them. Is there a chance the Mercedes can have a go now?
Might just be able to pull it off, you know, it's close enough.
He might, especially given the fact Blaze is now dropped 3 seconds behind CJ. That looks like extensive damage. And I think no matter where Blaze finishes today, there's no denying that this is possibly one of the new top talents. Just as I say that, he's just dropped it.
He just crashed. I think he has very bad rear wing damage.
Yeah, that didn't look like getting on the power earlier or anything. He checks his mirrors, you might just have seen. I think he's going to be, yeah, he's straight in. So, now the question is, what's the strategy for Blaze? Because he's got the potential now, if you think about it, he's got the potential to, as I take it, there's a yellow flag, and Alex is spun. He's currently in third. Whether he hit anything and whether he's going to have to pay for damage, that's something else. But that was, just call that. But that now puts, Morel safely into second, CJ safely into first. But
Stefan just got
Toro Rosso,
a little bit weak.
The Toro Rosso has just overtaken Jenson Bolt for 4th place. In a Toro Rosso, both of these drivers doing extremely well. Both of these obviously debutants for this race and for the championship in general. Now, they're probably not going to be able to make much of an impression on Mancinelli, as the has had a look but is not going to make that move there. These two, they're just holding it together. This is great racing from two people who are only just having their first official starts today. This is Noah Sparks and Jenson Bolt. And I think this could be a race which goes on to the end of the race. You got 4th and 5th, two highly paying points positions. As I've just noticed, Adam Morel is in the pits. These two, if they can hold this together, if they can make their strategies work, this could be a really strong point. Let's just say that was Toro Rosso spun of Noah Sparks the second time today. That means Jenson Bolt and a hat is in second position, as Alex is in. Stein and D-Thief have just overtaken the Toro Rosso. They're obviously going to have very hot rear tyres, as Stein's going to have a go at Adam Morel, who I think has just come out of the pits. But this is something we're not sure on as they make contact. I think Stein went through a gap there that just didn't exist, and that's Morel now off into the gravel track. So many incidents today, that's very tricky. As trying to find the onboard. I'm trying to see whether Morel, I'm going to try and gauge from his onboard. I don't think he has too much damage. So I think Morel's going to be safe to continue. The question is now whether Stein can push on for a podium. I think he's on the Hypersofts though, so I would guess he's going to have to start again. CJ now, because of all of these incidents, is dominating the race by a 26-second lead to Jenson Bolt. He could theoretically he could stop and make the end of the race. Jane Brook, I'm guessing he's still grappling with the damage or something. He's down in 9th, as Dylan Allen and Noah Sparks have just traded places. So I think that Toro Rosso is going to be in for some damage. I'm guessing he hit the pit wall and spun. No, he's not in, but huge snap of oversteer definitely looks like some kind of damage there. As he gets overtaken by Adam Morel and what is about to become Alex Mancinelli in the front. No, he doesn't. Alex stays behind. Possibly a wise move from him. Is they going to go? Are they going to go side by side? Yes, they are. And I think this is. I don't think Sparks is going to fight this one. Alex now has that outside line. No, he does fight it. That's interesting from Toro Rosso. So we've now got 3 cars clustered together, one of them formerly being in contention for the win, one of them potentially being in contention for the win, and one of them is in a Toro Rosso. So this is lap 26 out of 38. That gives us...
there's a good battle between Hefner and Alex Massinelli.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Wait, Aravello? I said it's Toro Rosso spins. Yeah, we were just watching it and Spark spun. So that's the Toro Rosso now down to 9. I would be surprised if that Toro Rosso does not spin because I saw him hit the wall. As Adam Morell's in the gravel trap there. Now, whether that's damage, whether that's that was a collision, we'll have to have a look. But he keeps going because there's still some good points at play here. If he can pull it together, if there's another crash, if there's a safety car. As Todd Blaze has just taken second back from Jenson Bolt. So the podium still on for this, the most resilient Williams driver I've ever seen. As I think CJ must have had an incident or something because that gap has now dropped to 12 seconds.
I think he's struggling with the tires because he keeps going wide in some corners.
Yeah, it's true. I just saw that. And as well, he's got Ordonez behind him. And I think... Is that, yeah, Adam Morell and Noah Sparks both in the pits as... So this will be interesting. Are they going to be able to undercut Aravallo, who's, for Renault, currently in the last points position at 10? Yes, they do, unless Aravallo on the faster tyres, he's going to be side by side with Adam Morell, and he takes that place. Aravallo up into 9th position. Whether he can get through past the Toro Rosso now is another question, but it doesn't look like he will. I am trying to get my voice back.
I think people, I'll take over. I think people are still struggling with the tires because I do see some people just go extremely wide.
Alex is just being spun around, he takes out, yeah, there's a safety car going to be deployed there.
Yeah, virtual safety car.
Yeah, the virtual safety car is being deployed. Yeah, because I just saw that, it was Alan hit, oh, I'm not sure what that was. It looked like Alan spun, and then, or was it? No, I think Alan hit Alex, who then, in turn, it was like a domino effect, hit Brooks. So that's something. Do you think the leaders should be catching up, or?
I think they'll have to. Yeah, I think they're all maintaining Delta pace. Pretty sure, except CJ, which I think is going 3rd.
I think he's just trying to fuel save by the looks of things.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Should we allow them to close up, or?
Yeah. They should close the gap.
So, this now closes. This throws everything open.
I think
his lap cars are going to be allowed to overtake.
Yeah, I believe so.
There's plenty of... Scott's retired for McLaren. That was some good points for McLaren now gone. So this throws it wide open because Todd Blaze is now just...
Alright. So far, people are still catching up. Blaze is still behind CJ. Bolt is still catching up. And I believe Dylan is still also catching up. A bit struggling with the tires, everybody is. But, I think everybody's managing it.
I'm gonna have to go do something. So keep everybody updated.
Alright, so again, all the lap cars are.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I might be able to get this.
People are catching up. Alright, people are still catching up, and I believe we almost have everybody behind each other, except Ordonez and D-Thief, who are still trying to unlap themselves, but they are getting closer. They were like 2, except D-Thief. D-Thief is still like 2 minutes away. Right,
I've got the feedback. So, yeah, no position changes. Did anybody pit, or did you not see?
Yeah, I believe Richardson has pitted, and Arabella has pitted, so that goes up 1 place. Olden is still catching up.
Yeah. Okay, well, Aravalo's just gone into the pits, so let's see what he goes for. I would expect... Yes, he's gone for the hyper soft tyre. Ordonez is on the ultra soft. Now, this is the thing. It's... Ordonez is into the wall. Quickly reverses it out of there. That's very good, but now whether he's going to have to pit again for damage, that's going to put him really, really far back. So...
Alright, we're gonna have to, let the cars go for a bit.
Yeah, because if you look at it, the gap, Ordonez is 14 seconds behind Aravalo, and he's now in the pits, and then Stein is 59 seconds behind Ordonez, and then D-Thief is 26 seconds behind Stein. It's going to take an age for them to close up. Might not be enough laps for that, even.
Alright, I think 2 more laps, and if they can't catch up, they'll have to start the race again.
Yeah, sounds about fair. So...
I'll let them know.
Has the Haas of Jensen Bolt now got a legitimate chance of, a podium here, possibly?
Yeah, so at least the top 10 or at least the top 9 are close to each other.
Yeah, we're
going to have a very interesting first, restart.
Yeah, I think the Haas, honestly, if the Haas can keep it together, because obviously it's only got a Renault really to answer for if Brooks can't get it. And same with Alex.
Oh, and I believe somebody has put it.
I haven't seen anybody.
Right.
Yeah, no, nobody's gone into the pits that time, I don't think. But I think D-Thief's now caught up, has he? Yeah, but he's gonna... Oh, D-Thief's gonna have to unlock himself.
Yeah.
So he's got to try and make his way through what is what looks like a very agitated grid. He's got 1 lap to try and get around before all the safety car crew do. So, is D-Thief going to be able to make this? That's a little bit risky, trying to get past Todd Blaze. Right, so D-Thief's through, but is he going to be able to catch up in time? I don't know if he is. Ordonez and Stein, I'd be surprised if they can't, because they're already quite close.
Okay, so I believe they're going to stop on lap 32. There's 1 lap after this one. I can't do math.
Right. So Aravalo's caught up. He dived into the pits. Stein is in the pits now. He's definitely not catching up. I would be surprised. Although he could... No, he's back out on another set of hypersofts. So whether Stein can catch up, I don't know whether he will.
I think
Ordonez is about to catch up. He's in the clear basically. Stein's got about half a lap he needs to catch up. Thief even more. He's just coming down the main straight now. And they're coming up to the final corner. So
1 lap after this and I think they can start.
Yeah, so Stein and D-Thief have got 1 more lap. So the VSC's gonna end in the next lap.
Next lap, yeah.
Obviously, this is basically the way, if you're unfamiliar with this, the way this works, the leader basically acts as a safety car, pretty much all the way up until green flag. So, yeah, Ordonez is now caught up, so he's keeping his distance. I wonder whether he's trying to, kind of avoid potentially a bit of a clash there. Then you got... Okay, so they're coming down to turn 3. Stein and D-Thief are coming around the back end of the circuit. It's going to be tight for Stein, who's coming into the pits again. I wonder whether that's... I don't know whether he's going to make that now. D-Thief is going to try and... He's definitely not pushing. So
Yeah, I think DT has given up.
We're still trying to get around, but I don't think he's going to make it. Where's CJ now? He's coming round to the long left-hander. DT's got about half a lap he needs to close, which isn't out of the question, but... I'm just trying to look at the track map, and Steven might just make it.
He might.
But it's going to be very, very close. Because CJ's coming up to the final... CJ's coming up to the final few corners. He now controls the pace. So, we've got, when we cross the line, 6 laps to decide who's going to win this race. You've got so many potential contenders. You've got so many people out of position. You've got so many people in position. You've got... CJ's gone quite early there. Now, whether that's
I think he's trying to get a...
Yeah, I think he's just trying to pull a gap, because if he goes fast enough, he can use the DTS to his advantage. So, that's CJ going now. We got, DRS won't be enabled for a while.
I believe 2 laps.
I think... yeah, so...
Ball goes wide. Ball goes wide.
Yeah, Jane Brooks has got through. Ball has dropped 3 places in the first 2 corners. Now make that 4 as he drops to 7th. So it's a Red Bull 1-3. Blaze is pressuring CJ with everything he can right now.
There's a crash. Big crash.
Yeah, and that's Noah Sparks, who I think has spun again. And I think that's a collision with Richard Stein, who'd only just caught up as well.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was Dev. I believe it was Dev.
No, because I've just seen Stein had to take evasive action, or he was caught up in that. It's one of the 2. But that means Adam Morell and Jacob O'Donnell is now fighting over 8th position. As looking on track, Dylan Allen has just passed Jaden Brooks for 3rd place. So the fight for the podium is still alive as ever. So whether the Renault's able to hold this now, this is the closest on-track battle we've got. As Aravalo has got past Alex Mancinelli. But,
I think Dev has had a crash, I believe.
Who has?
He has lost a position, yeah. Dev, I don't know his name.
I don't know.
One of them
look like it. Alex is coming up to the back of Bolt now. So, he's he cuts back to the pit lane. So I think Alex has damage. I think that's it. I think that's Alex out of the contention for the podium. CJ still leads this race. Tom Blaze is still sitting quite pretty in 2nd. And Dylan Allen is still 3rd. He's got James Brooks, 2 high-level esports drivers here from multiple disciplines are going to be battling for this 3rd place. But do not discount Aravalo and Ordonez. They are still not out of this race. Sorry, I've shouted so much. I never thought I could lose my voice. It turns out I can. It's evened out quite... It's calmed down quite a lot, other than Adam Morell has just got past Jensen Bolt, who was looking great in 3rd and has dropped. I don't know whether that's just the pace of a Haas at the minute, or whether he's carrying some kind of damage or something. D-Thief is... D-Thief is... D-Thief is in 11th. He's 7 seconds behind Noah Sparks. There's the potential. It depends how new those Hypersofts really are. But he's closely tailed by Alex as well. So CJ has just set a 26.2 and Blaze a 26.6. But Jaden Brooks has set a 26.1. So Jaden Brooks still the fastest man on track, but we only have 4 laps. So whether he's able to use that to some kind of advantage, it would be a crazy comeback if he can, but we'll keep an eye on it as the sun is now coming up, so coming out of the clouds, because it's been cloudy for most of the race, so track temperatures could start to be affected a little bit here. If anybody gets caught out by that, as I think he's now within 5/10, is it, of Dylan Allen? Yeah, it is. So, Wow, it looks like he has to go onto the grass. That's going to open the door for Aravalo. If he can get a good exit out the chicane, which I think he is. I think he's just about saved it, but Brooks has now lost half a second from that one mistake. So, trying to look for the closest battles. It's Angel Aravalo versus Jaden Brooks for 4th place is the closest we have right now. Now,
I'm looking at the time so far. I think the fastest lap in this entire race is Jaden Brooks with a 26.12.
Yeah, he said that in the last lap, so he's still the fastest on track. But Dylan Allen has just set 25.6 of all people. The Renault has just set the fastest lap of the race. Whether that was, I have no idea where or how he's done that, but Dylan Allen is looking like he's on course to possibly steal 2nd place from the Williams of Todd Blaze right now.
Brooks is behind him, so I think it's very close for 2nd position.
Yeah, as Jensen Ball has dropped out the points, he's now 12th and he's behind B-Thief. I don't know whether that was a spin or a crash or something like that. But Aravalo and Brooks are getting very close together. It's just 0.2 of a second separating them. Dylan Allen and Todd Blaze only 0.5. The Renaults are coming alive in this last part of the race. With only 3
the Ferrari has caught up as well. P6.
So Ordonez is P6, but he is 13 seconds off, so I don't think he's going to be getting any closer. This has been possibly the most crazy race I've seen. We've got possibly Jensen on for a maiden win for the first time in his career. You've got Dylan Allen he's all over the Williams, but at the same time Brooks is all over Allen. So we're going to ride on board with Allen, see if Brooks is going to close it up. It doesn't look like he is, or not significantly at least. No, he doesn't, so that's looking quite safe. But Dylan Allen is now all over the back of Todd Blaze, who I saw some grass. I don't know whether he went off there. Is he going to try again? No, he isn't. But
he has 2 laps left to defend his 2nd position.
Exactly, his time's just on a 26.2. So we're now getting into the territory of kind of qualifying laps, or getting close to. So they're so close now. This battle for 2nd is so close. We got 4 cars fighting for it. We've got Todd Blaze fighting for his life.
Jaden crashed.
Yeah, Jaden Brooks is in the wall. I think that's his chance of a podium. His chances of a podium dashed. So it's now all down to the Renaults. So Brooks is now probably a solid 5th at best. It's all down to the Renaults to try and take this from the Williams. But we know Todd Blaze is not going to go down without a fight here. You can see Blaze using every millimetre of the track here to try and save this 2nd place. It's just so close.
Oh, Jensen has DNF'd.
Yeah, I was just about to say Ball is out of the race, which means that's almost a guaranteed points position for Sparks. The Mercedes had just had such poor luck. It's unfortunate they're not in this battle right now. Because Dylan Allen now has DRS.
Too much.
Dylan Allen has 1 more lap after this to try and take the podium, or try and pressure Blaze into a mistake, or take him out. But please don't do that if you're listening. So as Jaden Brooks is out, Jaden Brooks has retired from the race. I think he obviously got some kind of serious damage.
Yeah, that collision with D-Heat, I think, and the damage is too much, I guess.
The Renaults are all over this. The gap between the top 4, if you exclude CJ, is about 6/10 at most. He's got 1 lap to get this right, does Dylan Allen, as does Todd Blaze, and as does Angel Aravalo. But regardless, a 3-4 for Renault would be amazing. Ordonez running 5th for Ferrari. That's not a bad result, given where he started.
And the major crashes we had.
Yeah, Dylan Allen is off the track. Yeah, so this now releases Angel Aravalo, because I saw Allen go off. Whether Aravalo is any faster, we're about to find out. We'll ride on board with him, see if he gets any closer. He's only 1/10 of the Williams. He's going side by side already.
Oh boy. It's my aim.
Whether they're going to take it. No! Is it 3-way
collision? Oh no.
So that's Dylan Allen takes second as Blaze and Aravalo have just collided. Blaze, I think, keeps third. Yes, he does. Aravalo is... Oh, that's heartbreak for both the Renault and the Williams driver. They were so close to having that. That was going to be quite possibly the closest finish to a race I think I've ever seen. But for now, CJ is still out front and he's still driving 6 seconds clean of Dylan Allen in second for Renault. Wow, this has been a race and a half. Remember as well, this is...
DNS.
Nobody in the top 4 has scored a podium here in either F1 AC or AF1 yet. So, which is surprising when you consider how kind of, you know, how consistent CJ normally is. But he's never had the chance to come into a top team and try and perform at his best. But he has definitely performed at his best today. Rounds the final corner. He's going to get applause all across Melbourne. He weaves across the straight. Charlie Jemison wins the Australian Grand Prix and takes the championship lead. That was a superb drive from Jemison. You can see in the background Dylan Allen takes second place. Now, Todd Blaze is going to take third for Williams, and he could have had the win. He could have had second, but a podium and a Williams is brilliant. And then you get Ordonez in 5th and Adam Morell in 6th. Alex Mancinelli, bit of a disappointing day for both Mercedes, to be honest.
To kill each other.
And Noah Sparks is coming around the final few corners. He's going to bag what I think is going to be 2 points in 9th position. Not a bad debut for the young American. And then D-Thief is in the pits, but he obviously is one of the few surviving drivers. He's going to pick up 10th place. What a race! There's so much up and down the field. It was a bit chaotic, but my oh my, that was amazing to watch. That is the Australian GP, everybody. Charlie Jemison wins from Dylan Allen and Todd Blaze. It is a Renault 2-4. So I think... Does that mean Renault's going to take the lead of the championship? I think it does. Wow. Thank you for joining us, everybody. That was really fun. Yeah, honestly, thank you for joining us. That was... It was always going to be a messy race being the first race, but it was definitely a good one to watch. So
I think it's safe to say the next round will be much more cleaner and much more better.
Yeah, especially when we sort things out, like safety car procedure and things like that. But from all of us here at AF1 TV, thank you very much for watching. I am going to go and drink copious amounts of water to try and get my voice back. Thank you. We'll see you next week for the Bahrain GP.